King of the road, trailer for sailoring. Man, trailer for sailoring. Ain't got no cigarettes, but trailer for sailoring. Yeah.
Ciao everyone, welcome back to another slow fashion video. I hope you're all doing as well as is possible. Today I want to do another one of my Shop Your Closet series where I find looks that I love online or wherever and I recreate them using what I already have in my closet. I love doing this because it is a great way to rebel against the overconsumption and overproduction that is rampant across the fashion industry, and it's also just a lot of fun. Today I've got some looks from the spring 2022 runways, which will be a challenge because I'm working with a very limited travel capsule, but we'll see how it goes. If you like this kind of video that encourages creativity instead of consumption, hit subscribe below. You can also find me on IG. I'll leave that here for you. And you can also find me at my live Shop Your Closet studios where we do pretty much this, like what happens in this video, but we use two different people, so you get different bodies, different closets, and we dive deeper into elements of style and how to break down fashion and looks so that you can become your own stylist and ultimately a more conscious consumer. So if that sounds good to you, I'll leave all the details in the description box below, and if you came to our last live, thank you so much for joining. All right, let's jump on in. This first look is by, surprise, surprise, Celine. I loved this runway show as much as I loved the last fall runway show. I just feel like all of the Celine looks feel very easy, wearable, and effortless. This one, we cannot see the shoes, but that's okay, we'll just make something up. What I liked about it was that it was an interesting and easy way to wear trousers. So before jumping into my closet to figure out how I can recreate this look or make my own interpretation using what I already have, I break down these outfits into elements of style, things like color and print and texture and proportion, so that I don't focus so much on the fact that I don't own those pieces and get upset and shop. So some of the elements in this look are the overall vibe of relaxed, like a feeling of being very relaxed and easy breezy. It also feels almost undone in a way. Things are just kind of left hanging. There doesn't look to be a lot of overstyling. I also really like the higher contrast between a baby blue striped shirt and the black pants. And I also like, in terms of the styling, the fact that the shirt is left untucked. This is really interesting to me. I find untucked looks are really difficult to pull off without feeling too underdressed. And other elements that I really like are the simple accessories and the ones that are really functional. A pair of sunnies, a little hat, just feels really summery and easy to me. So when it comes to my closet, I'm going to use the black trousers that I'm wearing today. They've got a really nice soft feel to them, a lot like that really easy structure in the inspiration image. That's another styling element that I should mention, is that everything in this look is really soft. The shirt, flowy, really easy, and it's contrasted a little bit with these harder accessories like structured hat and structured glasses. A part of me wants to use this button-up shirt. It's baby blue, so I'll get that nice contrast. It's got a really nice, like, softer texture. The one in our inspo looks like it's silk, but you know what? I'm gonna grab another one just so you can see the difference, and then we'll test it out.
Okay, here's my base. But the proportions here are a little wild. Even though everything is long and flowy and loose and that's supposed to be the way this look goes, I would literally have to just walk around with my hands in my pockets in order to look cool. So I'm gonna try it like this. Do a little half tuck. I'm gonna show some skin. I always feel like if you're wearing a lot of oversized items, a little bit of definition, a little bit of skin showing is always good. For the shoes, I think she would either be wearing a sneaker or a sandal. I'm gonna choose the sandal for now, for the sole reason that I think they'll tie in better with the hat. I'm choosing these because hers were a little bit sharper edged, and I like how the structure of the sunny injects a little bit of that polished sense with all of these looser, oversized things. And same with the bag. I think a structured bag can really make all the difference. But I think this could also work with like a cute little straw bag or some sort of easy tote if you had.
King of the road, trailer for sailoring. Man, trailer for sailoring. Ain't got no cigarette.
just for fun, I want to show you what it would look like. A, with a sneaker, and B, with a different top that is a little bit shorter. Okay, here's what I find so interesting. I've got this top now as a second option. Even though it's shorter, I still feel like for me, I would have to do the little quasi-tuck. So this feels a little bit better. I feel like this feels a little bit out of place, this hat. So I would maybe put my ball cap or no hat at all. Instead of the structured glasses, I would do my round ones, only because this shirt has so much more structure to it and does feel perhaps a little bit less sort of loosey and beachy, and I really want to have that more relaxed vibe.
Don't pay trailer or sailoring. Rules the left trailer or sailoring.
Another look that I love was this really simple and sexy look from Balmain. The silhouette is really clingy and fitted, something that I tend to like in the spring and summer. I also love that it's simple, all black, but has really bold accessories, and the off-the-shoulder cut does feel really bold and interesting and makes the all black look just a little bit more dynamic. I also feel like there's a little bit of an edge to this look, probably because of that big chunky jewelry on both of the wrists, and I think it just finishes off the beautiful sleek silhouette. I'm gonna use separates, so I'm debating if I go with the silk slip skirt or my black shorts. Both of them will give me that elegant, sexy vibe, but the shorts will definitely have a bit more edge. For the top, I'm gonna use my mother of pearl top with the really cool, exaggerated sleeves. It's not at all like what we have in our photo, but I think the giant sleeves can kind of mimic those big cuffs and add to the drama.
Okay, here is my base. I'm gonna tell you right now and be very honest. I do not like it. I think if I added a belt, but it is really not giving me those like swishy, chic, sexy vibes that I was really hoping to master. This isn't horrible, like I said. Could totally make it work with a belt, just for fun. Let's just try it. Because of the belt, it's got some heft. Because we're already doing something like a little bit more sporty and less sexy because of the shorts, just the material, they're a little bit more A-line. I would do these shoes, not my like delicate shoes that I was originally thinking. How does this look? Option 1. Can't wait till option 2. I already know it's gonna be better. I may have spoken too soon. I don't know how I feel about this. I've tucked in my top because I like the waist definition. I would actually do a little blouson to take some of the volume out. Next question is the shoe. And I feel like because of the longer hemline, I am hesitant to go with a ladylike shoe. I feel like it's gonna be a little too ladylike and then we're gonna lose the edge. And I kind of really liked the edge. Let's try something else. Even though these are a little bit more functional looking, definitely not as elevated, they feel a touch more casual, I still prefer them in terms of giving me that little bit of edge compared to something more delicate and dainty. I'm gonna finish it off with some hoops. Either some really big but minimal hoops here. I've got this option, or these, which are a little bit thicker. And I am feeling these minimal hoops. I think they're gonna just work with the high contrast a little bit better. They also mimic the big, like bold cuffs she's got on her wrists. I'm actually really happy with this look. I would definitely wear this out. I feel dressed enough, and I'm really happy with this earring choice. I think it's a good match for the drama that's happening.
Don't pay trailer or sailoring. Rules the left trailer or sailoring. Ain't got no trailer or sailoring.
Finally, I chose this look from Etro. I loved the prints and again that mix of ease and structure with this look. I didn't bring pretty much any prints with me on this trip, but I did bring my scarf. So when I saw this look, it inspired me to try and figure out an interesting way to wear this scarf. If I dive into some of the other elements of style that are present, the first word that I think of is like maximalism. It's a lot for the eye to take in. It's a lot of print, but it's also got a very tonal palette. There aren't too many high contrasts. The focus is really on the print. So ultimately it's pretty easy on the eyes. I like again that mix of slouch in the bottom pant and structure in the blazer. And I like the kind of half and half proportion that's happening here. The pants aren't too high, nor are they sitting too low on the waist. Another styling element that I've noticed here is that all of the pieces, with the exception of the top underneath, have a lot of breathing room. The items aren't necessarily oversized, but the fit is definitely relaxed. Something that this look made me think of immediately in my own limited closet are my faux leather jogging pants. No, they do not have embroidered print on the knees, but they do have that interesting slouchy kind of texture and feel to them and overall silhouette. They're not a wide leg, but I think that slouchy silhouette is really what I'm after. I'm actually going to try tying the scarf as my top, but I might use like a halter because it's got a high neck, which I find really interesting. If it's not too much, I'll add the blazer, but jury's still out.
Oh my gosh, what is this? I went on YouTube and found a tutorial on how to tie a scarf like a top, just like everybody else. It has like a lot of volume here, and I don't think it'll look good with the blazer. I don't know. I feel like there's too many shades of cream. Where I think this would look really cool would be with my high-waisted wide leg jeans. Should I try it just to see? Hang on. Yeah, see, this feels a lot better. Like we've got a little bit of a grounding color with the blue. Love the way the volume matches or like meets the volume in the top, but we still get some good definition. I can't believe it. I'm sorry for going rogue. I had to. Okay, I'm so sorry. I made sure to choose a scarf styling trick that required like a higher neckline because that's the show in our inspiration. And I kind of liked that. I like how it's really wild, but then you've got this high neck. I have no idea what kind of shoes the model is wearing, but I think these sandals are like the only thing that I could logically put with this kind of ensemble. But I don't love the way the pants just kind of fall onto the sandals. I think we lose a lot of that like slouchy, interesting structure that we had in the inspiration. I'm going to take two well-used elastics, change up the hemline a little bit, give it a little bit more of that like scrunchy, loose texture. And you know what? I'm not going to do the blazer because I think that's just too many different colors in the same tone. Like it just doesn't work as a tonal look. Because that look is pretty wild and there's a lot going on, I'll just add my own maximalist element via these hoop earrings.
So that is what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed those looks. Let me know if you liked them or not. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, if you learned something new. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for sharing part of your day with me. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead, and I will be back with another slow fashion video. Thank you so much for watching. Ciao!